Hello everyone, this is Jacob Roulette and I'm doing discussion board 6. The first question was, the airline industry is an example of an industry with many barriers to entry. Identify some of the barriers. And I researched out a couple of the barriers that are to starting up an airline industry, and a couple of them were high startup costs, competition for airport gates, and large economies of scale. It also has high capital requirements, regulatory constraints, and environmental issues are just a few of the many barriers to starting up an airline industry. Now, an easy one to start up would be a technology company, because it doesn't have as many regulations or capital necessary to start it up. And it's very easy because technology is everywhere, and it's free for majority of the purposes, and if you do have to pay, it's quite cheap. Another hard sector is the semiconductor sector, because it requires capital to purchase inventory, and then you also have to use capital to buy storage for all this inventory. Now, I would say that next question was, how do the key barriers you've identified in each of these questions relate to economies of scale, and brand loyalty? Now, the economies of scale and production and distribution. While brand loyalty can make it challenging for new entrants to gain market share for these smaller companies, I find it difficult for them. And then, because brand loyalty, these bigger companies like airline that they have a loyal customer base. They just have consistent people that help them. And then you got these new startups that have difficulty building a brand loyalty. And then the economies of scale. Startups are just going to be very difficult because they do not have as much of advancement as these other bigger companies.